Well, happy birthday and welcome to Clarity. My name's Barbara Gray from Clarity, and this is our dear friend Paul Church.
Good afternoon, everybody, and happy 32nd birthday.
32 years, I wish. I wish. Do you know what? That's less than half my life.
Goodness me.
Yeah, so there you go. We're celebrating Clarity's 32nd birthday.
We are indeed, and we're celebrating in style.
We are, and we've even got some balloons to prove it. We've had a bit of fun with the balloons, haven't we? There's one over there.
Yeah, they escaped.
They keep flopping.
Here we go.
Paul went to all the trouble of buying a helium machine.
Yeah, it does 50 balloons. I thought, because we're going to spread the love over the whole month of September, I thought we'll just do a couple each time we bring something new.
We've done most of them now.
We've gone already.
Anyway,
peak
come on
too
in.
soon.
Come on, peak too soon. Here we go. So come on in. Lovely Grace is in the room all the way from Brooklyn. So it'd be special to be celebrating with Gracie too. I know that my mum is watching, and I'm sure that my brother Steve is too. And, you know,
Dave will be watching.
Dave is definitely watching. I mustn't forget him, but I was just saying that, of course, you know, family is key here.
It really is. And it is part of the family business. I mean, we were talking earlier on how long we've known one another. And I mean, Steve, I've always called him Brother Steve.
Yeah.
And it's been many, many a year.
Well, how long have you been with Clarity now?
It'd be 10 years in January.
But that's not how long we've been friends or how long we've worked together.
I mean, Grace
and
Mark they probably touched the counter.
Do you remember when we used to do the show in Worthing?
Worthing, Charmantine Centre.
Yeah, that's right.
That was it.
They were tiny, weren't they?
And that alcove where Mark used to run and try and jump.
Basketball.
Yeah.
And he used to try and slap, and then there were little black finger marks.
From where he was handling all the stuff.
Yeah, those are the days.
Oh,
yeah, so we go back a long way, and it's really, it's quite special to still be. A lot of our customers will still remember those days as well, which is rather lovely.
It was, and I mean, it all started back in the day over in America, in Santa Barbara.
It did. So. It absolutely did, and that was with my brother Steve. Yeah. So we were in Santa Barbara, and there was a shop called Stamper Barbara, and we said we better go in. You have to, don't you?
If you're in Santa Barbara.
Stamper Barbara, Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
So in we went, and I remember looking at the walls and just seeing nothing but wooden stamps, you know, like wall, ceiling to floor, wooden stamps. And I was not a stamper.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, wouldn't it make more sense if they were see-through?
Wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? You're good. He's on form today.
It's the helium.
Yeah, so that's it, wouldn't it? And that was the start of it, really. Steve said, well, why don't you do something about that, Barbie? You usually do.
Yeah.
And here we are 32 years later, and I'm wondering whether we should have just walked straight past.
But how things have progressed and changed within those 32 years. Inventor of the see-through stamp, award-winning, the amount of awards that you've won over these 32 years, not only for the company, customer services, designer, presenter, the list just goes on and on and on.
Well, I think the main thing, the reason that we keep going for 32 years, apart from the support of a loving family, that's been key, really. You know, I think the other thing is that we own the rails, as they say. We design everything in-house. I draw the picture. In the old days, I used to draw the pictures, and then now we've got other people that help us.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess because we design it, then we conceptualize it, we design it, we make it, we package it, we market it, we print it, we do everything in-house.
We do indeed, yeah.
And I guess that helps a lot.
It does. I mean, even in the 10 years I've been here, I mean, sort of like the packaging, all the packaging used to be outsourced, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now we've got the lovely Lisa with the lovely printer.
Big printer.
And how that's changed it. I mean, some products we've got on today's show is all printed by Lisa.
Yeah, smashing.
And it means we can keep the cost down because we we haven't got to go abroad to get the product, or we haven't got all the large quantities.
And the thing is, as well with that, you know, that's right. We can be very nimble.
Yeah.
You know, we can react quickly. And now that we don't really, you know, we're very we present ourselves as well now. You know,
exactly.
we do everything.
Technology that we have.
You know, and we've been doing that for years. I mean,
YouTube Tuesday.
YouTube
one
Tuesday
of the first.
with Jim.
With Jim. God. And that brick wallpaper with the brick wall. I can still hear the music as well when it started.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, every Tuesday. But again, sort of groundbreaking, one of the first companies to do that type of thing, and it just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, we were one of the very first companies to have an online website. You know, that was a new thing back in those days. And when you think about it, you know, I've talked to Mum about this, what we've, not just clarity, but what we as a generation, you know, the evolution from the 60s to the 70s to telephones, to mobile phones, to computers, and we've just kept going, you know, just keep going, don't we?
With the times, and just adapting and tweaking.
You just
and
flow. What would water do? That's what we always say. You just got to go with the flow. You know?
Absolutely. So
so it's really good to have your company.
We've got many friends in the room coming. I mean, obviously Barb's been unwell for the past few weeks.
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
So he's sort of been taking a step. I mean, not taking a step back.
I have.
You have, but you just haven't been in the building. But it's not as if you never switch off anyway.
No.
And we always have our early morning catch-ups, and we work out plans, and we change things, and say, right, we need to do this, and we could do, and what about this? And it's the way it is. It's always been that way.
Yeah, nothing's changed there.
No.
So, you know, but you do have to, I have had to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
And even this afternoon, we're going to take it gently.
Yeah.
And we had, originally, we'd said that we would have a jam-packed bumper birthday weekend, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then, of course, I had my little funny turn.
Yeah.
And so then we said, okay, well, let's just slow down here, friends.
Yeah.
And let's just spread that out over the whole month. And actually, with hindsight, it's one of those things where you know, if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. And because we always did that jam-packed weekend on Create and Craft, right? We thought, oh, we've got to do it again. Yeah. And actually, no, we don't. We can spread that.
We can control it now.
Absolutely. And so we're spreading that whole compressed weekend of a whirl over a whole month, which in actual fact for our friends at home is better because it spreads out the information, it spreads out the spend,
the viewing time.
Otherwise, you know, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we was up at we used to do like 12 hours in like 3 days, and obviously people have got other stuff to do as well, but they wanted to support. So they would tune in for those hours.
Yeah, exactly. And then they would spend a fortune. Yeah. You know, and so this way you still will.
Hopefully.
But it will be spread over a whole month.
Indeed.
So and we've got some fantastic really beautiful new things to share with you. Starting with we've got stamps. Do you want to show us?
Yeah.
What do you think? Are we ready?
I think so. I think we've got quite a few people in the room.
Yeah.
So, cool. Okay, so I'm going to move away from the chat now, and we're going to go into. So what we're going to do, there's 2 ways in which you can order. You can see at the bottom, you've got our website, which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the lovely Sue is in the building today until 5:30. So if you prefer to ring up and place your order, you can do that. Alternatively, we're open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. each day.
But we've also, because it's our birthday, we've got lots of treats and lots of special offers.
Yeah.
So not just new designs to kind of to celebrate our birthday, but also challenges and golden tickets,
double points.
Double points.
So any orders that were placed from 5 o'clock yesterday, which was Saturday the 6th, up until midnight on Monday the 8th, any order will get double points.
Regardless of whether it's from the show.
Regardless of any orders that have been placed.
Any orders placed will get double points till midnight Monday.
Midnight Monday.
And then And then if I'm not mistaken, like next weekend when we start again,
Yeah.
then we'll have another set of offers,
We
won't
will
we?
indeed, yes, yeah, because next Friday you're launching something very exciting.
Am I?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Honestly, I've got a head like a sieve at the moment.
Alcohol. And you're not going, it's not opening a bar.
Oh yeah, I remember now, yeah. Well, that might be a thought.
And I'll be up at Hobby Maker.
You think this is tea, don't you?
It's whisk tea. So yeah, and each time we bring something new, we will always have special offers that would be sort of special for what we're bringing you.
Exactly.
And we thought to kick off, definitely double points.
Double points for Midnight Monday.
Yeah, and then the golden ticket. Now the golden ticket, any orders placed between 5 p.m. last night and midnight on Monday will be in with a chance of winning a golden ticket. And that golden ticket will, the winner will be able to choose one of our fantastic online courses.
Which is another thing that we've evolved this year.
Definitely.
And has been really well received, you know, because none of us are getting any younger, and we started working out slowly that, you know, the days of shows, exhibitions, workshops where you come to us. I mean, crikey, I remember Dave and I, we had a workshop shop. Do you remember when we had that great big van?
It was like an ambulance converted.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And Dave kitted out the back like a shop, and we went all over the country.
Yeah, I mean, it was at Cowden when I first started. That was the shop at Cowden.
Well, we took it all the way to Perth. We took it all the way up to Aberdeen.
And hanging baskets.
So I've got to tell you this story, right? So we went all the way up to Aberdeen, and we did it, and the exhaust fell off, and Dave was getting really uptight because the exhaust fell off, and it was making a hell of a noise.
I bet.
They heard us coming about an hour before we got there. You couldn't hear yourself think in the cockpit of this truck, right? And then we managed to get that fixed, but Dave was not a happy camper. You know, he was intense. A couple of times. Manchester, that's a different story. Anyway, so we were in this, and we were going through Aberdeen, and we were supposed to be doing a workshop. I was doing a demo day at the Papeterie.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was R. Joe Wiggins printers.
Yes.
Anyway, so I was up there for the day, and we were driving along in this great big truck, and all you could hear was this bang, bang, bang. And Dave's, the language, anyway, and he said, "What is that noise?" Hark. What is that noise? He said. And I looked at him, because obviously I'm sitting on the curbside.
Yeah.
And he was going bang, bang, bang. And we thought something had fallen off. And when I looked in the rearview mirror, the awning, there was an awning.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There was an awning, so that in the sun you could sit outside. That was the idea. We never did, but the awning protruded a little bit from the van. And as we were going down this Aberdeen High Street, it was hitting the hanging baskets. That were
Aberdeen in bloom, not
Aberdeen in bloom. Bang, bang. There were geraniums flying everywhere. There was mud and soil. And I said, Dave, you might want to just get out into the middle of the road a little bit. And all you could see was geraniums flying around behind us. Yeah, so those were the days. Yeah, it was fun, actually. I mean, not for the Aberdonians. I don't think they were too happy.
No, they're blooms, but yeah.
But yeah, so that was just one of the things that we used to do. We used to take the workshops on the road.
Yeah.
And now we're taking the workshops online.
Absolutely.
So long story short, anecdotal and all that.
Yeah.
Now we're doing online courses.
Yeah, and they're so popular, and there's more in the pipeline. But if your name's picked out, you can choose any of the ones that have been done in the past, currently being done, or future ones as well. And more will be revealed about that. So should we have a look at what we've got on today?
I think it's a great idea.
Clarity
Great
Street.
idea.
Okay, so I'm going to bring up some full screen graphics, and I'm just going to run through everything that we've got on the show that's brand new.
I think it's a good idea, Paul, just to go, just flick through all the new products, so that our friends at home know what's available
Absolutely.
today.
And then we'll just break it down gently over the next hour or so.
And what we don't get done over the next couple of hours,
Yeah.
I said that I would take it into Monday.
Yeah, 2 o'clock tomorrow.
2 o'clock tomorrow. So I've got loads of demos, but if we don't get them done,
and Louise and I will do the groovy side of it as well on Tuesday. So,
but let's have a look at the designs, shall we?
Right, okay, here we go. First item, brand new today, item number 12196. This is the Clarity Street A5 and A6 complete stamp, mask, toppers and tags collection. Now, normally this is £65.46. You have a saving of £11, bringing it down to £54.46. So that saving is the equivalent of getting the toppers and tags for free.
And then plus your discount?
Plus you get your club discount as well. So as a Diamond Club member, that brings it down to £46.29, which is nearly a 30% saving on the overall
because
cost.
Usually those A5 sets on their own would be £21.50.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. So
we'll have a closer look at them in a minute.
Yeah. Cool. Then for our groovy friends, we have our Clarity Street A4 square groovy plate.
That's quite a good size, isn't it? A4 square is big.
Nice. And it's nice because you can see here when we look at it in more detail, the houses are in parts because as we know with groovy, we can move it around.
So you can build your own home.
Absolutely, or street.
Nice. Yeah.
Item number 42522. This one has a £2 saving, bringing it down to £16.99 plus your club discount.
Okay.
Then we move on to the next. Now this. Mr. Painter. This is the A5 stamp and mask set, item number 12186. You have a £1.50 saving, bringing it down to £19.99. Then, leaving our groovy friends, Mr. Painter in groovy.
So fun.
A5 is great, and the artwork is amazing. 42523, that's £9.99. And then something a little bit different. So now we move on to our A4 Clarity Builder Calendar 2026 with 14 pieces of card.
So this is blank though?
It is indeed, yeah. It's a blank calendar and 14 pieces of cards allow you to create your own artwork to attach to the inside.
Build the calendar too. So this is very much a building show, isn't it?
So 31839, 14.99. Then we have one for our groovers, item number 31841. So you get 14 pieces of parchment to create your own artwork to place inside as well. And
so what we've done is we've given you a piece of parchment for each month and then a couple of spares.
Pieces extra, absolutely. Then also new is our A4 Clarity Journal 2026 with the same 14 pieces of card as well. And we'll have a look at this and what Barb's done so far. It's absolutely amazing.
It's really lovely to do though, and it's easy.
Yeah, £14.99. And then if you can't decide which one you want and you want one of each, item number 31843, and that has a £5 saving, bringing it down to £39.97.
Now, one of the things that I wanted to flag up here, I think it's worth mentioning, is that we were talking about doing a craft along.
That's right.
Right. So what I thought would be a great idea for Inky Stampy or for Parchers as well was to take a Thursday night and a groovy Tuesday, and once a month dedicate it to building our own calendars.
Yeah. So it's nice, and it's something that we can work towards for 2026.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
That. So date yet to be announced when we're going to start.
Yeah,
but it won't be long, and it will be before Christmas.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, once we get orders are sorted and everything else, and you wanted to design something nice, didn't you, to go in the first one?
Yeah, that's right.
So
I mean, we could have a quick look. Do you want to have a quick look at the calendars now?
Yeah.
Should we do that since we're talking about them?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the whole idea is if I just show you, for example, the journal.
Yeah.
Right. If I show you the journal, then you can see. Right. So when I say it's blank, I mean it's blank. Right. Big thanks to Lisa. But you can see here, there's a good size area. And then you've got all your top quality card.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what you can't feel on telly is that this is fantastic quality too.
It is. It's printed on really 250 GSM cardstock.
Yeah. So when you're using the calendar or the journal, you can either go straight to here, which I personally would never do, or you can use this as when we do our craft along. I was thinking we could use this as our vehicle.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? And then show you loads of tricks and tips over a period of time.
Yeah.
And then build the calendar. I'll show you what I've done with mine, because I think that will kind of, can I give you them, Paul?
You can indeed.
If I show you what I've done with mine, then you'll see. So I've given myself a little book thing here.
Yeah.
Right, this is like a little folder thing, and I've got mine in here. So I've already started working on them. So I'm not so much a parcher, so I'm going to park that one. But I'll show you. If I go to my calendar, you'll see here, and I'll take my book out of it. I'll just take this out of the way so you see what I'm up to. So I've got my 2, right? And I've started building, because this is the one that I'm going to put on the wall. Yes. So I want to get ahead of me. At least I need January and February. Do you know what I mean? But what I've done is I've taken, and a lot of us have this, every now and again you pull a print or you do something that's really brilliant,
and you don't want
to use it, you don't want to chop it up, you can't frame it really, so it looks a bit weird on the wall, but it's something that you want to be able to hang on to.
Yeah.
Right. So what I've done is I've taken, let me show you, I've taken the artwork that I used here. This is the piece that we did in the retreat.
That's right.
These are the pieces that I did in the retreat, blown up. And I've taken the one here to the front. So this is an original piece of artwork.
Nice.
And like you said, Paul, what you want to kind of pick pieces that you'd be happy to look at for 30 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you're putting it on your wall, you don't want to put something, oh, I'll just put something in there.
So this is a print that I did years ago that I just love. And I always did love it. And I could see little houses in it.
Yeah.
And then I just chopped it up and I put it in here. Yeah. Love it. Right. This is another piece this is a print, a gel print.
And it's amazing. I mean, the quality of it, I mean, it just looks as if it's already pre-printed, but it's not. It's the original artwork.
But I've never wanted to chop it up. I couldn't put it on a wall because it really. But for a calendar or for almost like flip chart art.
Yeah.
You know. So after a while, interestingly, this and this were both gel plate prints that came from. They were pulled from the same process.
Yeah.
But what I did was, and this is where this comes into play. Look. So now. This is another technique. When I cropped this one, I took the pieces that I cropped, and
you blogged this technique the other day, didn't you? BarbaraGrayBlog.com.
So I took these pieces, not wasting a single piece of it, and I've put it over here. And here in my journal, I'm going to say this was made using the
offcuts from...
So I can journal my feelings, or I can journal my techniques.
Yeah,
right.
And you could refer back to the month in the calendar that you've put the original artwork.
This one again, I chopped a piece off because this was a 8.5 by 11 print.
Right. Okay.
Right. Cut it up. Now, how did I find the piece I wanted? Again, this is where this comes into play. So when I had a large piece of artwork, I needed to decide. Right, I want it to be, say, 6. This was going to be 7 by 7 eventually, but it was coming out of a larger piece. So what I did was I used our view ruler, which is this is one of our newest things.
Yeah.
Right. So if I want it to be 6 by 6, you see, I'll go 6 by 6 there, 6 by 6 there, and then I can move it around and decide which piece I want, which is exactly what I did to get the piece that I wanted to use. And then I trimmed the rest away and used it as in here in the scraps.
Yeah.
So this is a key piece of kit.
It is. Yeah. I mean, you've shown it a couple of times on the different ways of using it.
Like take this one now.
Yeah.
Right. So if I wanted to put that on here.
Yeah.
And I want to mount it on one of those white pieces. I like that.
That's lovely. Right? And that's an original print, isn't it?
That's an original print. Yes, it is. But say, for example, I want to make it smaller. Then I can use this and I can decide, do I want that piece? And you've hit the sweet spot. Immediately you go, yep, that is it.
That's the bit.
If I want it to be 5.5, then I just spread it out a little bit, my view ruler, right? And I can go, see, that's lovely. That just there, like that. I want that bit there. See?
Yeah.
So I can see, I can use the view ruler. It's great for this sort of thing. So I can see exactly where I want to cut it, where I want to trim it.
Yeah.
And I can use this to layer it up if I want it tall. And the other thing is there's no reason why I can't put this, let's just fast forward a bit. I've done that one. Now I've left some gaps now because I want to work with my friends. So I've left May and June and July. So these, I don't need these because I'm January. I've got months before I get to these. Then I use September's really lovely. So this is a lovely one. What's that one of them balloons again? Balloons are dropping from the ceiling now.
I don't know where that one came from.
This is an original print that I did. So it's a lino cut that I did. Just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I spent a happy day with my sister-in-law doing a lino cut, and then this is the print that I pulled on designer paper. But I thought it'd be nice for September.
Yeah.
So this is another print that I did using leaves. I like that. So this is obviously from the same kind of process.
Yeah.
Do I want to chop it up? Well, maybe I just want to put it up there. Maybe I want to make an art wall. You see? So I could put this up there. Maybe put a darker frame around it. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to chop up. These are, for me, when this is full, I can take this, I can cut this off, and I've almost got like flip chart art.
Yeah.
So I've got all my best pieces, the bits that I really like.
I'd love to look at that myself for 30 days.
What? This artwork?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a thought.
Yeah.
There's a thought.
Definitely. I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, the idea is, for me...
You've got to finish it off, though.
I need to finish it off, but then perhaps this would be a nice... finished calendar.
Yeah.
Like a printed calendar.
Yeah, because we've done those in the past, haven't we? So
well, leave this space. Let's watch this space then. Leave this space.
Leave it with you.
Yeah, leave it with me.
Leave it with you.
Leave it with me. But you can see how useful, a blank calendar is.
Yeah.
And thanks to Sarah Brennan for flagging this one up as well, because she was the idea person behind this.
Okay.
It was Sarah that said you really ought to consider doing calendars, and then we ran with it, and there we are.
Yeah.
So so I've got my stash of artwork that I'm thinking about using. Right. I've got my chine collé. There's another. This is a cool one. Look, that's another one.
Wow, I love that.
So that's that print again, and it's printed onto a piece of magazine. It's just a magazine piece, same as these two. They're just lino cuts that I've done, and then they're printed onto pieces of magazine, and that gives you that illusion. It's called chine collé in printmaking.
Okay.
And what I was thinking was, it would be really nice when we do our craft along. When we do that monthly
for the calendar,
calendar and the journal, these are the sort of printmaking techniques that I'd like to kind of bring to the table.
Nice.
Show you how it works.
Yeah.
So it's all very doable. It's all very achievable, and it would be my pleasure to accompany you on that little journey.
So something to look forward to. So let's bring the details up on the screen. So I'm going to bring up, we had the set of 3 on the screen. So maybe you want to go for 3 of each of them. Maybe you want to make one, do one for a friend.
That's it.
Etc. So
I think that's a really good idea to get 3 of one, like 3 calendars or 3, the price is right. Very good.
You've got that fantastic £5 saving on it. So if you want to go for your Stampy Inky one, item number for that is 31845.
You get 3 of the same one.
3 of the same one, yeah, £5 saving. If you want to go for your parchment one, item number 31847. And then if you want to go for 3 of the journals, item number 31846.
So I'm thinking that if you were to join in, let's say, with the craft along, the Clarity calendar craft along community, if you want to be a part of the Clarity calendar craft along community, then you ought to get all 3 of and then you can have one for test and one for best and one for a friend, and
absolutely,
they're like, to me, they're like art vehicles.
Yeah, definitely.
And for me, what I'm looking forward to as well is filling it and then having it like literally like an art flip chart. So it doesn't have the calendar at the, once the calendar's done the year after, I chop that bit off, and then I've got 12 really nice pieces of artwork,
and it's
all
a nice,
connected.
it's like a memory book then, isn't it? Because it is the original artwork you've got in there.
Exactly.
So rather than it just sitting in a drawer and sitting in a drawer,
which it has done for years.
Yeah, because you didn't want to put it on the wall or you didn't want to chop it up. Then now it's in like that memory book. It's like not a scrapbook, but it is.
But it's a wall art now.
Yeah.
So now where the calendar was, now it just gets moved on to another. So say I've got 2 or 3 on the go.
Yeah.
So now I've got a moving feast. So the calendar changes.
Yeah.
The artwork changes that I display.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. And that's what it's all about.
That.
And as I say, when you are doing something like that, you've got to think, yeah, I'm going to look at it for 30 days.
Yeah.
Or whoever you're making it for, that person. So you were talking the other day about how this would be great for photos as well, not just generally artwork.
That's
like
right.
Weddings.
Yes.
So if you know if you're going to give it to someone,
especially the journal.
Yeah. And it's someone's birthday in September that you're going to give it to, then you put maybe a picture of them or
a family tree. So you could have all your family, you know, every month a different photograph of a different family member, or you could have a wedding, like our Mark got married in September last year. So I could, it's his anniversary coming up, so I could take a year. So I could take the best photos and then fill a whole book for a calendar and then send it to him as a gift.
That'd be lovely.
Nice.
And then it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah,
then, isn't
every
it?
month.
Yeah.
You know, flips it to another beautiful picture.
Yeah.
So there are so many different blank calendars are a really good idea.
And they're top quality as well. Say 250 GSM. So it's not printed on like flimsy copy paper or anything like
and when
that.
you stick something like even prints, thick prints, it's still it doesn't buckle or no, it's lovely.
No. That's what I mean. That's why when I saw it, I thought originally, oh, you've asked Lisa to print that on there, not realizing it was the original artwork, because that's the quality of it.
Yeah, nice.
So,
okay, so that's that.
Right. So
next up.
Okay, so we've covered all the new stuff and the special offers. Oh no, we haven't. We've got some more new products as well. We've got the triangle people.
Oh, we did these.
Yeah, we launched these they were used in our retreat, didn't we?
Are these A4?
They're the A4 ones. So item number 12197. Now, if you go for this, then you'll get a free gift, which is some companion swatches. And the design will vary from Amazonia to Shenandoah. But you'll get that A4 stamp set with a little pack of swatches as a free gift. So that is brand new as well. Then we have Barbara's Big Shack People, the A5 and A7 stamp collection. You have a £7.50 saving on this, plus you're going to get a free gift as well. So you're going to get another pack of the swatches.
Yeah.
And if you've gone and ordered both of those items, we will make sure that you get 2 different ones.
Yeah.
So when they're picking the order, if they see got those, then they'll put 2 different ones in.
Yeah, good idea.
So,
and going back to the triangle people, what I was going to suggest was if we could just take a look at what I've done here.
To that one, there we go.
There we are. Right. So what I thought would be a good idea, because it's an A4 set.
Yes.
So if you could just show me the big set. Look, you've got it here in print.
There we go.
There you go. If you just show me that, and then show me the printout of it, love.
There we go.
So let me show you this. So of course, this is an A4 set. These we had them before in A5. Can we just show the comparison?
So we've got the A5, so you can see
so
there.
So you can see there's a considerable difference in size.
And also new today, we've got A6.
Yeah, so we've got these really cute little guys as well. These are so lovely. We used the A4 ones in the
summer retreat.
In the summer retreat, and I'll show you. I'm just gonna show you why I think the A4 ones are marvelous. There you go. So you can see here, if we come in a bit closer, let's see if you can see what I've done. So you can see here, this is something that we're going to be doing online as well.
We will indeed, yes.
But if I show you, for example, look, I know.
They're great.
I know. Check this out.
Oh, look at that one.
Yeah. So you're using those really beautiful acrylic backgrounds that we did in the retreat. This is going to be an online course. I won't leave you hanging on this one. but you can see that these are really, really gorgeous to use.
Lovely.
And I'm using this A4 set here. Now, what I wanted to just flag up was, right, so this is this girl here, and I've just done a paper overlay on that, you know,
right,
the
like
same
paper
thing.
piecing.
Yeah, yeah. But what I wanted to do was show you what I've done in order to put all these in one slow down box.
Yeah.
Which I think is a great idea, even if I say so myself. I chopped it, so I've got the, there she is, there's the piece of paper that I used. But I chopped the A4 stamp set into two halves. So the big, I've got the big stamps, A size, right? I've got the A5 size, obviously they fit. And then I've got the A6 size as well. So I've got all the triangle people all in the box with their masks. There you go.
So
and
it's
then
a triangle
I indexed
family.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this.
So these slowdown boxes, item number 31382. I mean, we're starting to build up a collection now, aren't we, on our shelves with these?
I am.
I mean, you use them for the treescape collection.
I've got them all at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
and
brilliant.
It's easy because,
they
as
look
you
so
say,
nice,
and
don't they?
Because they're completely closed in, no light gets in, so it's not going to affect the stamps or anything like that.
Also, when you're using, these are large stamps, so it's not so bad. But when you're using like the little tree, you know, the little tiny, well, I'll tell you what, in a minute I'll show you, but like the houses, there's such tiny little elements. And when they're all in the box, even if they fall off, you know, it's in there somewhere.
It's in there somewhere or stuck to something.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I just wanted to flag up that I've chopped it in half,
so
it's easy to store.
Great storage.
Yeah, great.
Super. Yeah.
So there you go. And I think that is about.
That's everything new.
So what I wanted to do, if it's all right with you, is take a closer look at those, at the Clarity Street and Mr. Painter.
Okay. Super duper.
So
do you want to look at some artwork?
I think we look at these,
the boards.
The boards.
Yeah.
So we can see what the thinking was behind it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I drew these, and we in the shack.
Yeah.
We did draw some tall houses, and the roofs were pitched like that, like China hats.
Yeah.
And then I secretly went away. And I did some that were different. Yeah. So I thought, let's try something new. So I drew a Clarity Street.
Yeah.
And these are the Clarity Street houses. So when I drew them, I don't know where the original is. It must be in Jazz's room.
Yeah, because you blogged it yesterday, didn't you? Last night, and so you obviously had your pictures.
Yeah. But it's okay. Yeah. It's all right. So I drew it, but I drew it all together, and then I said to Jazz, what I'd like to do is deconstruct it so that our friends at home can build their own street.
Yes.
Which I think is a lot more creative.
Yeah.
And then we took it to the next level, and we said, right, so we've got the houses that are complete with the trees.
Yeah.
And the road, if you like, path, or the brick wall. And then I said, let's go one step further and let's completely have a set for the real builder who wants to design their own house completely. So at this point, you've got the windows, the doors, the roofs, and all completely interchangeable. One house.
Yeah.
And then you can fill it as you would like.
Different chimneys,
cats, dogs. Now, the thing is, of course, this set here, brilliant for this set as well.
Yes,
so you're going to use both of these.
Yeah.
And then we also made a set which is really cool with the built-in boxes with the sentiments.
And all of these come with masks.
All of these come with masks.
All of them come with masks. Yeah. And if you're going for the collection on the screen, you're then also going to get the toppers and tags for free.
So when we look at the stamp sets, you can see they're glorious. But when you turn over, you've got the masks.
Yes.
Next generation of masks.
Yeah, that's evolved from a Post-it note.
It has. But you can see here that when you open the mask set, let me show you. It's not just the door, it's the round. So if I take this, for example, if I take the roof, you can see that you've got the positive and the negative. It's kiss cut around.
Yeah.
So it's not just one great big piece. So you've got the mask for that particular roof.
Yeah.
But you've got the innie and the outie. So great.
And it's
Absolutely.
nice because these are in smaller sections now.
Yeah.
So as you say, otherwise you would have had to take the whole of the backing
Yeah,
off.
which is
just
a real
to mask up. Yeah.
And or you chop it up. Like,
yeah.
And also, just so in case you're wondering, these little tiny elements are also all masks, which is pretty crazy. So that's how these work now. And I think they work beautifully together. So we've got 2 A5 sets and an A6 set.
Yeah. And then you've also got your Clarity Street toppers and tags as well.
Oh, these are beautiful. I've got them open.
I've got them open. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So these are our toppers and tags, which are ready printed, ready, you know, for just easy art.
Yeah.
So if I take away what's underneath, if you don't mind.
To the left swipe.
Right. So what we've got here is beautiful postcards that are already, some of them like separated. You see, you get 2 of them. Then we've put them together. We've done landscape. We've only done 3. So now you've got your space for your message.
Yeah.
You've got 2 of them. You see, you've got different ones. Look, different houses split up.
Yeah.
So you've got your houses split up. That's what I drew. Was that one?
Yes, the complete one, wasn't it?
So you've got the whole house.
Yeah.
The whole row, Clarity Street,
yeah.
which is rather lovely. And you've also got them split up with a little alleyway.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the postcards. But what's really, really cool is that you've got all of those in the tiniest detail.
Should I zoom in on this so we can really?
This is really,
really close
so beautiful. And you can see
the quality.
Yeah, the printing quality is just glorious.
Wow.
So whether I do it today, whether I have time or not, let me just show you one little example that I did. Here we are. So I took one of these, I don't know, any one of those. There you go.
Look at that.
And I took one of the little triangle people. And just for your orientation, just bear this in mind. The background here is one of those free swatches.
Oh, the free swatches.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is 2.5 by 3.5 inches. This is your ATC size for your mini makes.
Perfect for those, isn't it?
That's the size of that background.
Just to put it into perspective, when you look at how big is it, because obviously on the screen we've come in really close.
Yeah, but just to show you, this isn't one of the big postcards. This is one of those little ATC size ones. So for your mini makes, this is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, so those are the postcards, and they come in that bundle, don't they?
Yep, they're a gift from Clarity. And if you go for the complete collection, you've got that saving of £11, which is the equivalent of getting those for free. And if you're a Diamond Club member, it brings it down to £46.29 as well.
I tell you what, I'm going to show you a little trick. Okay.
Okay.
While we're on these,
yeah,
I know we're jumping about a bit,
but
that's
we can.
What I do. Right, let's take a go at this one again.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this little one. Right, so if I'm going to show you. I started this, and then I thought, actually, look. Remember, I said I always index it. So I thought, wouldn't that look good if I put that index on there?
Yeah.
So bear with me a second.
Because of course the stamps aren't that size. Small, are they? No. You would have to have done a larger one to cover that up.
So here, there's my little look.
Yeah.
It's coming a bit closer.
How much closer do you want to get?
That'll do.
Yep.
Right, so I've already chopped this one up a bit. I wanted to show you a little trick.
Okay.
Because I'm using
Perga
colours. Well, there's another evolution.
Yeah, definitely.
When we acquired Pergamano,
so
we also inherited
2017.
Was it?
Yeah, because I'd been here a year when that happened.
Well, there we are then. So I've cut it to size, so I'm going to use it as my indexer like that.
Yeah.
Now I want to show you, I'm going to use 3 colours. This is how I coloured this one in.
Oh, right, okay.
So I thought, right, well, I could chop that up and put it on the front, but that's a nice little card for someone. So let me just show you how I'm going to use that. Stay there a minute, because this is a piece of cake. Right, so I'm going to use my mix mat.
Yeah.
It's funny, now I'm looking at it as a birthday. You know, it's interesting to see all the different how things have evolved, how we've moved forward.
Definitely.
You know, so if let me take a piece of white card, bear with me a second, and I'm just going to pop this behind here so you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Right. This is the first demo, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm jumping about a bit now.
Now, also, all these demos that Barb's going to share with you, if you go to our Catch Up and Craft page, even, there are demos that you can download. So this is the one for this. I mean, it's very large. So obviously when you
would
print
never
it off, you can
you'd
see.
think that, yeah, but the thing is, Paul, right, we're using a tiny little tag like this. But the thing is that you could just as easily take this idea
with the stamps
and use it with the stamps.
Yeah.
So this is just in miniature, ready stamped, ready to go.
Absolutely.
Right. But the trick that I'm going to show you with the colouring is exactly what you could do with any size, whether you use the postcard, the tags,
stamps,
or you stamp out your own creation.
Yeah.
It's the same card, stencil card.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at this then, and I'll show you how this will start. Because what Paul's saying is, look, every demo that I've prepped, we've got a little download
to show what was made and what the ingredients that we used.
But we'll look at this one first.
Yeah.
So thing about felt tip pens, you know, when you're using them on absorbent card, you get a bit of drag, don't you?
Yes.
And when you go over it, you tend to
get that pilling type stuff.
Yeah. And they cut over one another, and then if you get like stripes.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'll take my lighter colour.
Okay.
Light colours are always good for. So these pens, they're double-ended.
Yeah.
You've got a bullet at one end, right? Then you've got a really fine one at the other end. So you've got a real fine line. Can't see that. Let me try a different colour. So that's darker.
Yeah.
Right. And then at this end, you've got that really light colour. You can see that now.
Definitely.
So
and it's great for, especially when you go into these tiny little areas on the stamps.
If you want to, these are brilliant.
And just because it says Pergamano on the tin, they're not just for your parching. These are for your everyday crafting.
Thing is, this is my own opinion, right?
Yeah.
I'm going, say you go light colours.
Yeah.
Then you know, but if you go dark colour, like I'm going to go with a really dramatic dark blue now. Right? If you take that dark blue, when you go to colour in, it's really severe, isn't it?
Yes.
But if you were to dilute that, see, and then when you go over it, it gets darker and darker and darker.
Yeah.
If you were to dilute it, you could get all manner of different blues going on, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So let's say, even with the lightest of pinks, let me show you. If I take that, I'll take the bullet end, and I'm using this mix mat, right? And I'll put a bit of pink down.
Yeah.
This is water-based. So if I add a bit of water, I've got a water brush.
Yeah, we've got a nice collection on the show where you get the 2 mix mats and you get 6 of the water brushes.
Do you wanna?
Yeah, I'll just bring that in. Item number 31837. So you've got your 2 mix mats, and these are, you get 3 long barrel and 3 short barrel, but there's 3 different size nibs in each of them as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm using this particularly fat one.
Yeah.
But when you actually go in, you'll see they're really cool.
They are. They're top
very
quality.
good quality, and the price is really good.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that this is a fantastic way to see how big that is. Look, it's quite a large one, but that works. Right, I'm going to take a little bit of water, and then I can dilute. See, I could just add a bit of water to that, and then I can go in here. Let me get my other glasses on. These pictures are so tiny.
You need your Dame Edna's.
I need my Dame Edna's on just to see what I'm doing. So then you see, I can go in, and rather than be a really dark, see, I can go in here. I can add a little bit. I've already added a kind of a, I want it to be quite wishy-washy.
Yeah.
If I want it to be lighter, then I just add a bit more water. But you can get, with these pens, what I'm saying is, I can go in and I can add colour really easily. Do you see? And if I want to add shadow, if I wait for the undercoat to dry, then I can go in and add another colour. And with the different size, can you see this, or is it too? Am I going to come in a bit closer? It feels like I'm not close enough. Right? Can you see that now? Or is it?
Yeah, there we go.
Is that sharpening up yet?
Yep, sharp.
Everything's blurred in my world nowadays. if I take a darker colour, let's take a different orangey colour, right? So obviously what you'd normally do is you'd go in here.
Yeah.
But as soon as you do that, you get a stripe. It doesn't matter which way you swing this, you're going to get a stripe.
And it's difficult to move around then, isn't it?
It is. Once it's set because it's absorbent. But if you add a bit of water to this, right, then you can go in and you can add colour. Look, so I can add the colour. I can intensify colour. I can go dark. I can... Let's go, I'm pushing the boat out here. Let's take the really dark blue so you can see what I'm at. Okay. So this dark blue is extreme. If I did the windows in that,
you wouldn't see any of the frames or anything, would you?
Right. So let's go in here. Let's look how you're changing the colour, right? So now I can, depending on how much water, I can squeeze out a bit more, and I can make this as light as the sky. Look, do you see?
Yeah.
So now, if I want to, I can put a sky in here. I could add a little bit into the windows. I could use one of the smaller. See, now you're using a dark blue pen, which would give you a completely different effect. Do you see what I'm getting?
It just look like the curtains are drawn. If you'd gone straight in
black
with the pen.
as black.
Yeah.
But because you're adding a little tiny bit of water, it makes such a difference. Look, and you could probably, let's just see. I mean, this is only, I wonder what would happen if I just did a little bit of, if I did a bit of shadow over the top. Yeah, nice, you see. So I'm using a bit of the blue over the top of that orange. Let's get a bit of shadow in here. And it starts to look more like a watercolour. Do you see?
I like how you make it so easy on yourself, Barb, using the biggest piece of artwork.
The biggest piece of artwork, no, smallest piece of artwork, the biggest brush I could
get my
hand in. Right. But you see how you can get a really lovely, it looks like, so let's get a bit of a blue roof on this one. See? So you've got so much control. And if it's a kind of a watercolour, whether you go over the edges or not, like a watercolour, I love that look, you know. And then you could put a little tiny bit of blue in the windows. But doesn't that look nice?
Yeah.
And then whether or not I put a blue door or a darker blue, and then as far as cleaning the brush, obviously you've got several brushes, but actually if you wanted to clean it, I just use that.
That's it, and it's as easy as that, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. So if I wanted to make the door darker, let's go with that door. Let's go with this colour. But it's looking really nice. And you think how tiny this is, only a couple of inches. But what it does for me, right, and this is the point of this technique, is it opens up that whole 30 colours into hundreds of different shades.
And you haven't even mixed any yet.
No. But what's lovely is when you layer up, you let a colour dry like a watercolour.
Yeah.
And then you layer it up a little bit. So now I've got a bit of orange going in there, right? I want it to be a pastel. I don't want it to be dark, see? So I can make that door orange, you see? And then you let that dry and it'll be really nice when it's done. So, you know, I could do this for hours. This is my sort of pastime, isn't it? But you can see, you just clean it off like that, wipe it clean, put the lid on. And they're superb, these.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to have a look at the different size nibs on them?
So I just wanted to explain the postcards and tags. If you know, how would you colour in something that petite if you wanted to?
Yeah, I mean, I would have gone with a pencil. You've got to get a really sharp pencil.
Yeah, good, isn't it?
And then it won't stay sharp for long.
And another one that's really good, I'll show you this, the grey. While Paul's doing that, let me show you the grey, because it's quite dark if I wanted to put a shadow. See, it's quite a dark grey.
Yeah, very dark.
Let me come in at that side there. So if I were to go straight on there, it's quite dark. But if I take my look, it's got a little bit of dampness.
Yeah.
Right? And you can always test. See, I'm testing on a piece of the card. It's my tester.
And it's the same card that
yeah. It's best to test on the same kind of card that you're working on. Otherwise, you're not going to get a true reading.
Yeah.
If it's not long enough, you can always use the nib at the end, you see, to extend. And then you can just add a bit of colour like that. And if I wanted to put a bit of, I've got the wrong glasses on now. Oh, but I could put a bit of depth down there, right? And I can do that colour. maybe going a bit darker. Here we are. In between the houses, if I wanted to put a bit of darkness. Do you see how you can?
Yeah,
it's really lovely. And then as it dries, you go in again, do a bit more. I prefer this kind of look when I'm using felt tip pens because then they become watercolors.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, if you're interested in the Pergocolor pens, item number 70060. And did you know you can also get them individually now as well at £1.50 each?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know?
So £1.50 each.
Not a lot of people know that.
They do now, based on how many people are in the room.
That's a really good thing, actually.
Yeah, because often you'll have your favourite colour, like with the favourite Pergolina pencil. They're also available individually as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know some people like Jane who always go for the pinks, so her pinks are going to run out quicker than the other colours.
I like the blacks and the greys, you see, because I use the black for edging if I want a really fine edge.
Yeah, to go around the card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or the grey for doing drop shadows. Ideal.
So you'll find all those on the website. So I didn't put them in the show page, otherwise the show page will be pages and pages and pages. But if you just put Pergocolor pens on the website, then you can find all of them. And if you've already got the Pergocolor pens, you'll notice that each of them have a number. So it's easy for you to find the replacement because obviously they're all numbered 1 to 30.
Okie dokie.
So do you want to have a look at the size of the nibs
on
these? So I'm just going to come in on the overhead on that, and you'll see how the different thicknesses. So you've got your thick, large, medium and small.
And is that the short one?
This is the short one, but it's the same on the long handle ones as well.
And then you can add the lid to the base and then it extends the length. Like that.
There we go, just like that.
Yeah, that's it. Cool.
There we go. So I just wanted to show those because that was good to show.
That's good to show. And then also what I wanted to do is show you now. I'm going to index my little, that'll do. It's only an index, so it's just to show me. But it's also showing you the trick.
In there.
And then I could use a glue runner.
Yeah.
Or I can use Perga glue. Yeah. Since we're on the Perga trailer.
Absolutely.
So
did you take that from your pot holder, Bob?
No, but I've got another one.
This pot holder, if you don't know about this pot holder, this was one of the quickest turnarounds of a product I've ever seen.
Sticky ink, Perga glue, and Dorso oil. And I don't even know.
You can get it loaded, there you go, or you can get it unloaded, so to speak.
And there's even a hole in there to stop it. So when this was Jane's idea.
Yeah, to put the hole in there at the bottom.
Well, to make it so that you could tip it upside down so that it doesn't clog up.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
It is.
And so that way, when you're on your desk, you've got all three of them in a really nice acrylic made by Dave.
Made by Dave, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you want an empty one, the item number for that is 31827. But if you'd like a fully loaded one, item number 31828. So you
can put a little bit of Perga glue on here. So you know the thing about Perga glue as well, what's important here, just because it says Perga at the beginning of it, that doesn't mean that it doesn't work on card. Crafting. Same as Pergocolor pens, Pergoliners. You know, they were manufactured and designed with parchment art or parchment craft in mind.
Yeah.
But now, you know, we're not just parchers, are we? We're makers. So I could pop that on there. Got a little bit of wiggle room, which I like. There you go. Sits on there lovely.
Nice.
And now I know that is my slow down box for me houses stamps.
Your houses. So houses, Clarity Street.
Got Clarity Street.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely. And with those postcards and the tops and tags, because the stamp, otherwise you would have had to put a big stamp on, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
So by getting
wouldn't work.
No. So by getting the tops and tags for free in that complete collection, then you can definitely use one of those for your little boxes.
There we are. So now we've done that.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have a look at the big stamps.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Absolutely.
All right, you have a little chat while I get my stuff together.
I'm going to bring up some details on the screen for you. So the Clarity Street A5 and A6 complete stamp, mask, toppers and tags collection, which gives you those two A5 stamp sets, the A6 stamp set, all come with masks and your toppers and tags. with the saving of £11, which means you're getting those for free. Item number for that is 12196. If you are a Diamond Club member, that brings it down to £46.29. Now, if you're groovy and you want to build a house, then we've got the A4 square groovy plate, item number 42522. This has a £2 saving. And as you can see, each part of the houses are separated. So it means you can have any configuration of houses, or you just move your parchment up a little bit and you make them complete. If you want to stock up on your toppers and tags, item number 31842. £10.99 plus club discounts. And then, Mr. Painter, I love him.
We'll get to him.
Item number 12186. This is an A5 stamper mask set, £1.50 saving, bringing it down to £19.99. And then also available in groovy 42523. Are we good to go?
I say so, yeah. Let's have a look, shall we?
Okay.
So I thought we'd have a look at the lovely stamp sets.
Yeah.
Because the Clarity Street.
Clarity Street.
I mean, it's 32 years.
Yeah.
We're celebrating clarity. Oh my God.
I know, it's been a long day.
Let's have a look. If we take a look at the download, you'll see here it tells you exactly what we've used, where we're headed with this, and I'm pretty sure that I've got everything here that I'm going to need.
Yeah.
Right, including our new distress.
Yes, we've got all those in. So there's 6 different sets available.
Oh, there. Oh yeah, I've got them all here.
You have indeed. Yeah, and they're all numbered on the back.
Yeah, thank you.
So you need 2 tins for these. So they're all £15.99 for a set, and the tins are £11.99.
They're lovely, aren't they?
And they're proving really, really popular because these are great for going to craft classes, or if you're going away for the weekend.
And also a whole palette of colours. You know, if you buy the bigger ones, it costs a lot more money. So if you buy the small ones, you've got a lot more colour choices, you know, for the same money, really.
Yeah.
And then if you get a real favourite, because we do stock all the large ones.
We do indeed.
So if you find, I really like that Mermaid Lagoon, I think I'm going to use that a lot.
Yeah.
Then you can always invest in the
larger
so you've got like a taster set, haven't you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is take a look at this card. So like Paul said, there's a download.
Yeah.
And it tells you exactly on the website, on the catch-up.
Yeah, on the catch-up and craft. Do you want to look on the iPad?
I think.
Or do you want to do your demo?
I'll do my demo and then we'll have a look afterwards.
Okay.
But this is always really useful to have a look, isn't it?
It is, because if you like what Barb's doing and you've invested in the product, then you can, when the product comes home, you can either obviously go back and watch this again.
Yes.
Or you can download and say, right, what else do I need?
So what we've got here, just to deconstruct this a little bit for you, right? I've used the houses.
Yeah.
And then I've used the triangle people, the middle-sized ones.
A5 ones.
Yeah. And the little elements from the Build a House set. And I've also used, these are the birthday stickers.
Yes, birthday and Christmas.
Love them. So if we take a look at what we've got in here, I've got these tall
lovely
mounts,
mega mounts,
because they work really well. I've got my masks if I need those. I've got me 2 houses. You looking for the mega mounts?
Yeah, I've put it somewhere safe. But it's all on the show page and it is on that download. Have you got your download? Because it can be the item number on there. Item number 31622.
So what I'm going to use to do this, let's have a look. I'm going to use 3 of the houses. See, this is the thing about them being separated out like this is great, because you can use whichever ones you fancy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go simple, just use these 3. Then you've got the trees and the houses. But the other thing that's key here is, of course, you've got the masks.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you, if you're new to Clarity, what that's all about.
Okay.
Now the background, and this is interesting, the background is these are another evolution.
Yeah.
These are our Barb's landscape backdrop prints.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about those for a minute as well, because these are made with alcohol ink.
They are indeed.
And you alluded to that at the beginning of the show.
I did indeed.
On Friday this week, we're going to be launching the online course for gel plates and alcohol ink, which is where this all came from. So several people last June, we did a one-day workshop after the open days, and there were a room full of people that joined me on this little journey.
Yes.
And I've been holding that workshop until now, so that we can, and on Friday I'm going to launch it online. So those of you who weren't around on the actual live workshop, one, you know, like in the room, it's available to you too. So if you have always been wondering how we made these beautiful backgrounds, right, I'm going to tell you, and you'll see that they come up again and again.
Beautiful.
But the online class is really, really
informative. The date's been set for that, and so that will be released on Friday at 10 a.m.
So when you're looking at this card and you're wondering what the background is, it's one of those.
It is, which is item on your screen, 31812. That's Barbara's landscape backdrop print. It's a 7x7 card, plus a toppers and tags bundle as well. So you got a £3 saving on that.
So when you look at it like this, obviously we were doing landscapes,
you
know, but you turn it on its side and you it's perfect.
I know, because I was surprised when you sent this to me. I mean, I knew what it was, but I didn't think that a landscape, because that's obviously where it was designed to work, all of a sudden now becomes a lovely backdrop.
But it works really, really well. So I'll just clear a space and I'll show you, because it's, see, here's the thing, from a practical point of view, the stamps, this is where we're headed now. So the stamps are quite detailed, they're quite fine line. If you come in closely, it's the way I drew them, they're really fine line. So the background can't be too busy. You'll lose the detail.
Yes.
So these alcohol backdrop prints are absolutely perfect. But how do we make the houses pop?
Yes.
Right. So that's what we're going to look at now.
Okay.
Okay. And you'll see that what I've done is I've just pulled a colour out of the background. Right. So I've picked one of the companion papers.
Yeah.
And it will tell you on the list which one.
It does. It was companion paper Antarctica.
Antarctica. And also in Antarctica, just because I thought, just to show you.
There's not just one choice,
no,
is
no.
there? There never is.
So say, for example, I've gone for that lovely cerise colour, but check it out. When I put the blue behind it,
it brings the middle house
completely
out.
Changes it. Let me take this one. It completely brings out that end house.
Yeah.
Right. Now I'm going for that one, and I'm bringing out the green in the background. So it's really interesting. In fact, let me go to the pink and check that out. So you can see how completely transformational. And that, again, that's one of those things with our companion papers.
Yeah.
That was another evolution, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, because we started with the designer papers, but then we always struggled to find a complementary solid colour to do the matting and layering. Yeah. So that's why the companion papers are exclusive to us, because you won't find those colours anywhere else.
No, because they're pipetted to fit the designer papers. But what's really cool is if you're using like alcohol inks like this, then you can decide on your background, right? You can pick your, it's quite something how it changes.
Yeah,
based on,
that looks more wedding-y with that sort of colour behind it.
So exactly that, Paul.
More masculine.
Depending on who the recipient is on the occasion. Yeah, makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went with that one because...
And that's nice. That's a very warm colour, isn't it, that brings that out.
So there you go. Just wanted to show how these alcohol inks, you can change the colour completely. So let's see how... Let's do the composition.
Okay.
And then we'll take it from there.
Super.
Okay, so I'm just going to pop this to one side so we know where we're headed. And I'll show you a couple of tricks and tips now. So I'll just move my artwork to one side. Yep. I've got my card here and I've got my stamp. I'm going to take a piece of, let me just take a piece of paper, like so. I could use a bit of card, but this is good enough. And then I'm going to use my three big mounts.
Yeah.
And I'll start with the house in the middle, and I'll show you why you can use best way to not skew them is to lay them up that way and then take them out to them. Yeah. So I'm going to see which way I want this to go. I'm going to pop this, because it's dry, I can layer this up. So I can pop this on here like so. What I did do was that
was the painters.
That was the painters. You could put these on tracing paper or on parchment and you can move them around. But to be honest, this is good enough. I can see exactly where I'm going with this. So if I take my ink pad, and I'm just going to stamp this one into place first. Now, when you're using new stamps, you want to check that you're using the right pressure, that you've got the right wetness of ink, because these are big stamps to play with, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it on here to start with, right? And then you're going to press in the center, press around. Don't squish too hard on the little delicate bits, but you should get a really good impression. There you go, clarity quality.
Nice.
Clarity quality.
Yeah, and how the stamps have evolved over the 32 years as well. No more sore fingers from cutting them out.
No, we used to spend years. My hands were permanently deformed from cutting out the stamp.
You had the kids doing it, didn't you? I remember you saying you went to a retail show once and you run out of stamps.
Oh, we all sat around in the evening at the bed and breakfast cutting out stamps because we had time to. We just had time to make them, but we didn't have time to cut them out, so we took them with us in boxes. And that was when we just started doing TV and we'd sold out of everything. Do you remember when the stamps used to be mounted?
They used to come in boxes.
Cool, yeah, we took over that bed and breakfast, I'll tell you.
I bet.
Right, that was Norma.
No.
Yeah.
Is that where it wasn't at Norma's?
Norma,
yeah, bless her.
The NEC. So I've done that one. Now enter the masks, because I want to put the next one behind this one.
Right.
So if I take that mask, and then I'm just going to lay this down on here. I hope my head's not in the way.
All clear. So you wouldn't get a Post-it note this big, would you?
No. Let's just make sure that this is sitting. These are reusable, of course.
Because that's what it would have been in the day.
Oh,
it would have been a Post-it note.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. You'd have to do half a house.
Oh, yeah. I used to spend hours cutting out in the hotels for the next day when I was doing a demo.
And you had your moon punch, your circle punch for your moons.
Blimey. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Right, so now the next one, go in here. I think I'm going to use the one with the little chimney there.
Okay.
Right, so I'll take this one and I'll just take that off there, pop that back on there. I've got a clean mount, that'll do. And again, I'm just going to pop that on there just to show you. It's just a different process. So now I can pop this one. I can make this flush along there.
Yeah.
Or I can raise it up so that it's set behind. You see how you can set it behind so it's darker? Well, that's easy.
Yeah. Well, it is with a mask.
It is with a mask. Yeah, absolutely. So now I'm going to take my stamp and it's just tricks and tips really, isn't it?
And the item number for this particular mount, which is a 6 by 2.5 inch, is item number 31622.
So I'm just going to hover with the handle till I'm happy with the position, press that down. Like I say, normally I'd always test them best, but for the sake of speed, I'm just going for it now. Yeah.
I think you've stamped once or twice before, so.
Yeah, that's fine. But if I want it darker, I do it twice.
Yeah.
Always. Now, if I wanted to do the other one on the other side set back as well, then I could obviously it's in place now. So I would carry on with that. But this time, let's make a little, we'll take this one and let's take, I'll do that and I'll make a little alleyway.
Nice.
Because that's the whole point. You can do them where you like. If I show you on here, there's a little alleyway. See?
Yeah.
So there's all these little details.
So that's a detached, the other's a semi.
There you go. End of the road.
End of the road.
Cost a packet. Southeast of England. Cool.
That one costs a lot more than the ones
in the middle.
Next to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
May have more bedrooms in the middle, but the one on the end is definitely more expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, this one. Cool, can you imagine the heating in that one?
Goodness, it'll rise to the top. You'll be up and down those stairs like a yo-yo.
So there's a really nice it's just a lovely, playful way to use stamps, you know. And what you'll find is once you do your composition, it's just hours of play with this, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll just show you a couple of other little tricks. And now, let's say I've done that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got my main stamps in, and once again, I'm just going to keep putting them back on the carrier sheet so that I know where they are when I need them.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the next thing I want to do, let's say I want to get the street in.
Okay.
So I'm going to put the street in. I was thinking, do you remember we talked about a challenge, that we were going to have a challenge?
We did.
Why don't you tell our friends about that?
Okay, well, I remember. Okay, no, I do remember. So, Bob thought it'd be a really nice idea that for everyone that takes advantage of this offer of the stamp sets, whether you go for the bundle, whether you go for the Clarity Street, or whether you go for Build a House, what about once you receive your stamps and you make a piece of artwork, what we'll do is we'll ask Gracie to create an album on Clarity Worldwide, and we can also do it on Groovy Worldwide as well.
Yeah, great idea.
Do you reckon it might be better in the ATC page, the Mini Makes page, or
no? I think
do it on the two separate ones.
This is big art, you know.
Okay.
This is.
So we'll put it on two different albums, one on Clarity Worldwide and one on Groovy Worldwide. And when you've created a beautiful piece of artwork using either the stamps or the Groovy, then what we'll do is, once the birthday event has finished, we'll put all the people that have entered into a hat, and we'll just pull one of the names out. So it's not a competition, because a competition would mean we're going to judge it. We're not going to do that. We're not here to judge. And so we'll put all the names in a hat, and then after the birthday event, we'll pull out a name, and that person will receive a £20 Clarity gift voucher.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. So you get to be your own builder, your own architect. You can do whatever you fancy. Let me just show you. Obviously, I could use the masks.
Yeah.
But for the sake of speed, let's say I want to add a couple of little trees or bit of foliage. Right. So I could I'm going to take this piece here. I might use a small amount for this job as well, because otherwise it gets a bit large. Right, so I'm going to pop that in there like so. I think that'll be nice. Right, let's have a look. So I'm going to pop that in there like so. And I've covered up I'm just using masking tape now because it's quicker. Right, and then I'm just going to add that like so. That's nice. Okay.
Lovely foliage in this set.
Really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's just pop that in there. A little bit of a wiggle. Nice. So when I lift that away, see, so now it's behind the house. Same here. Let's go to this side of this house. Say I want to put a little bit of a leaf here, there, like that. This one I've already pre-stamped. So you can look at, if you look at it complete, you can see this is coming out of the side there.
Around the back of the house.
Yeah, it's coming out the back. Obviously, the gardeners on holiday.
I was going to say, they've got a problem with the roof. They've overwatered the plant.
So this one, see, so you can pop this in here. You can see where the house stops.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're above that. You can see where the house stops here. So I'm just going to pop that in there like so. Right, that's there. So when I lift that off, that's peeping out there. So you can see I'm using all of this set now. I've used the leaves and the trees from that one set with the finished houses.
Yeah.
Now you may be saying, well, why do I need the other set? This is where it gets interesting. Okay. So we'll pop that one back in our box, if you like. Well, just hang on to it for a moment.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go to our other set.
Okay.
Let me just find my other set. Right. So now I'm going to start this is where it gets interesting, because I've got all these little bits. So the first thing is the Clarity. Let's go to Clarity Street. So we'll take our little sign, right, pop that on there like so, and then we're going to make a little Clarity Street sign. Let's just make sure that it's, love it.
Nice.
Yeah, because these are so cool, these little stamps. So I'm just going to make my little Clarity Street sign. So, you know, 1,000 people could take part in this challenge, and no two artworks are going to be the same.
No, absolutely.
It absolutely can't be. Now,
because the colouring is going to be different, the positioning, the composition.
Yeah, the composition is going to be different. So Clarity Street is a little bit of a one-liner. You know what I say about one-line stamps? You need an anti-wobble device.
We all need an anti-wobble.
We do, and more and more. So now I'm going to just put the little anti-wobble device up there. So that way, and I've got one for test down here. So I can just hold it like so until I'm happy with and then press. Then I know it's going to be in exactly the right place. So my little anti-wobble, beware, don't ink it up.
Yeah.
Or you will learn something that you could learn in no other way. So you go like that, and then you just, there you go, Clarity Street.
Right. And it's lovely because you've got the numbers on this stamp set as well. So you can put numbers on the doors.
Yeah, you do. And you've got cats and dogs and all sorts. So this is your real decorator stamps
Flower pots.
Really cool. Let me show you some brickwork as well. So if I take this one away now, you'll see that that house is now behind that house.
Yeah.
Nice. So we'll just pop the mask back on here, and then you can start to, so that's reusable, of course it is. So we just pop that on there. And now we can start building. So if I take, for example, the bunting, let's just take some bunting.
Yeah.
And you'll see how it's just cool to do. I wonder if I
was just thinking
use
that, lovely stamp pens.
Stamp pens, nice. Dave's
so
other
we launched
great
these
idea.
At the beginning of the year.
These are so cool.
The stamp pens,
yeah. So the stamp pens are marvelous for these tiny little elements.
Yes.
And you can see when you look from the top, you can see we've got square ones, rectangular, oval and round ones. There are 12, and it comes in this beautiful little stamp pen holder.
So you've got the stamp pen holder, which is available individually. You can buy a set of 12 that has a £10 saving. You can buy them individually, or you can buy them in a set of 4 as well. And everything is on our Clarity show page.
Marvellous. So what I'm going to do now is use my little stamp pen.
Yeah.
And what I will do, just if I need to spread out with my bunting, okay, I'm going to use a little. So let's say, for example, I could go from here to here, from ear to ear.
Yeah.
There you go. And there, I'm going to take my pen, and I'm just going to add, so it's right to the end.
Nice. Yeah.
And I'll take my bunting again, and this time perhaps I'll come down a little bit, and I'll go from there to there, like so. Bingo.
So they're definitely celebrating 32 years of Clarity, aren't they? They've got the bunting out.
So this house is a little bit wider, so I'm going straight down the middle. And then I'm going to take my micron pen, which we've also sold over the years. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more bunting. So now I've got my starting to jazz it up, you see.
Yeah,
this is cool.
You're accessorizing it now, aren't you?
I'm accessorizing. So let me pop that little one there. But you can see here you've got all the different windows and houses. So I could have put another couple of windows in there if I wanted.
Yeah, you could have put some in there as well.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not completely filled. They're ready for you to enhance if you want to. So when you're doing the challenge, bear that in mind. Now let's have a look. If I've got this little piece of brick, ink, blot, plot.
Yeah.
Ink, blot, plot. It's not so busy. Blot, plot. Ink, blot, plot. So I'm putting little elements of bricks here and there. But the trick is to blot it before you plot it.
So
and
it
then
sits
that
in
way,
the background then, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not so in your face.
Yeah.
You see? So you can put your ink, blot, plot. Ink, blot, plot. Nice. Just gives you a kind of a taste of it. There you go. Nice, eh?
Yeah.
So now we've got a little bit of brickwork. In fact, while we're on it, maybe we could put an aerial. They are watching telly. So I can pop the aerial there. But if I want to make sure that I don't go into the roof.
Yeah, or hover.
Yeah.
The wind's caught it.
The wind's caught it. So I just do that. Let's check the pressure. Make sure that I get the right pressure.
This is where the stamp pens really come into their own right, don't they?
They do. There we are. And take that away. And there's me Ariel.
Ariel,
nice. Right, and then it gets better. Hold on. So now we've got chimneys, we've got so much going on here. But what I want to do is these little flower pots. This is crazy, right? So we've got these little flower pots.
Wow.
Oh no, you couldn't do this in Croydon and think that it's still going to be there the next day.
Couldn't do it in part of Tunbridge Wells either.
No. You couldn't, could you?
No.
Right, so there's my little house. There's my little plant pot. Don't you sometimes think that when you go to these dingly little villages, and then and they've got all their lovely flowers outside the door, and you think, do you really think that they're still going to be there tomorrow morning?
I always think that because I'm from South London, so
you know what I mean? You think,
yeah.
crikey, how's that ever going to still be there in the morning? Right, so now I've got my little plant pots. Now let's have a look if I can find that little cat. Right, so I'm going to pop a cat on that.
On the step.
Right, let's see. I'm just going to make sure I've got the right angle so I can practice here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to see and make sure I've got the right angle for the cat. Levitating. It's all
but
right.
you could always fill in with the micron pen.
You know I will.
It's a fat cat.
It's a fat cat. There you go. Perfect.
Nice.
That's it. And if you do levitate with a cat, then he's just a little bit of a fat cat. There you go.
Exactly. There we go.
He's a real cat, isn't he?
Yeah.
There you are. So that's how that works. Better to go up too high than down too low. Otherwise, he's a huge cat. Right. So then the next thing, we've got all these lovely little bits. How are we doing for time? We're all right, aren't we?
Yeah, we're good.
I want to show you a couple more things. Now I'm going to go to my little people.
Oh, are they in your triangle people box?
My triangle people box. Let me see if I can find my triangle girls. There they are, the children. I like these.
So this is from the A5 set.
Yeah, I'm going to use the A5 girl, the children, and we'll just pop them on there like so. So let's have a look what we've got now. So you can see that they all work really nicely together.
They do. Because they've been penned by the same hand, it's that same style, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So let's just get these little girls in. We'll get the perspective right. They come into the front, you see.
Yeah.
So they work really well, don't they? So we can do her. Now let's go back in here again. This is where it gets really, you know, like fun.
Yeah.
So I've got a little dog here. Let me just get my, it's tiny, but it's so much fun to do. Let's see. So we've got a little dog. Nice.
Oh.
So we put a little dog here. There he is.
Oh,
look
at that.
Right. On a lead.
Yes. Out on the street.
There we are.
On a lead.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Micron pens.
So if we come in a little bit closer. Do the masks work on parchment, Grace is asking. They certainly do.
You've done that in the past on the designer parchment with the moon. That lovely character in the moon.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. Marvelous. Yeah,
yeah,
that's right. So you can see how you build your picture. I'm going to go to one that I did earlier, only because the ink is dry, right? And I want to just, this won't take long, but I just want to show you how I coloured this in to make it, see how it looks different here to here. So if I were to go to these little fellas.
This is where it's great for the little
let's
distress.
Pan out a little bit so we can see this. Now, do you remember what I just showed you with the Perga colour?
The mix mat, yeah.
Mix mat. It's the same sketch. Let me turn this over. Let me take that watercolour. Okay. In the with your mix mats, you get a pair. You get an oil one.
You get the oil one
and you get a water one.
Yeah.
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
They are the same thing. So I could use the oil one with water, and I could use the water with
because
oil.
if you're only using water, then you'll know that whatever is left on there is water soluble anyway.
But if you're using Perga liners and you're using Dorso oil, then you might want to mix those colours up, because you might only get 36 in a tin. But when you start blending the colours and you use Dorso oil, it's exactly the same principle.
And the same with the Faber-Castell.
Absolutely, polychromos.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is that there's got a little bit of purchase. You can feel it.
Yes.
Right. One side hasn't. One side's smooth. That's not the side you want, which is why we put a sticker on the side that is of interest.
Yes.
Right. And then you can put a little bit of the color. Let's just take the seedless, like even distress oxides.
Yeah, that's
right?
from
Let's
set number 5.
Take a little bit of that, not much because I'll waste it. Okay, but if I take a little bit of this,
yeah,
and then I just what we did before, add a little bit of water like that, and then we just dilute. So you're going to get so many different variations here
of it. Yes.
Do you see? And then you can go through here. So let's just have a look. So now I'm going to start using, it's the same thing, except instead of it being, look how, this is so cool, Paul.
So the water is like a white paint if you was mixing paints, isn't it?
Yep. Exactly that. But I can come down here and I'm using, because I've got that kind of grungy alcoholic, see?
Yeah.
So now I'm
using. It looks as if it's always been there.
Exactly. Because you've got some of it in the background and some of it. So what I want to do, for example, is I just want to add a tiny bit of ink here, and then I can bring that color in, you see? And it's so much easier to do it on a mix mat than on the actual artwork. See, if I come in here now, again, I'm going to use I just use a bit of oil, right? Go like that. Can I move it when it's on here? Yeah, I can move it better than the felt tip pens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I get so much more mileage out of using it like this as a dispenser.
And this is printed on our top quality Clarity stencil card as well. So we know that it's going to take the watercolouring, it will take paint and all that type of, and the pens as well, and the pencils. And
you just let it dry. If you want her dress to be a little bit dark or you want a bit of shadow, you know, it's all about colouring in layers too, isn't it? But we'll just add a little bit more like that. Nice. That'll work well. So you see how you're adding shadow, and then what's important is that you let these little bits dry. And if it's a little bit grungy and you go over the edge, doesn't matter.
No, because of the background that you've used, it's obviously coming out from behind the houses in some of the areas anyway, isn't it? So,
but you can see how easily this just moves.
Yeah.
You know, very much so. And tomorrow I want to show you another technique. What we'll do is tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I'll show you another colouring technique. We'll go to the postcard so we don't have to go through all the composition again.
Yeah.
And I'll show you, instead of using distress oxides to do colouring in, I'll use the distress inks. So your Adirondacks, the distress inks, normal dye-based inks.
Yeah.
And I'll show you a really cool trick with them. Okay. So, but we'll use the postcards, bearing in mind that whether you use the postcards or the stamps, it's the
process.
Baby. Yeah. You know, it's the same thing. And you can see how we're building up the color here.
All of a sudden, that end house now stands out, doesn't it?
Yep.
And when you look at your finished piece, and it's the same principle.
Let's take this one because it looks quite white.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a little tiny bit, don't need much, but a little tiny bit of the, what's this one? Antique linen, number 6.
Set number 6, item number 50565.
So let me just take that, got a bit of a hair there.
Right. It's lovely because you get 4 different colours in each of the sets.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I come in here now, and because we used an archival, see, I can go in here, and because we used a permanent ink pad, it's not going anywhere.
No.
So now I'm taking those colours, because they're kind of chalky inks as well. You get a really nice, they've got a nice feel to them. When they dry, they feel good. Do you see?
Oh yeah.
But look how, I don't know if I did enough there.
Well, if I comment on that, sometimes the third camera picks up the colour better from the side. It's more.
Yeah, maybe. Let's take a little bit more of this colour, maybe coming from the top again.
Yeah.
And I'll just show you, like I can go in a bit darker. Yeah. And if I go over the top of the colour that's existing in the background, see, that helps as well.
Yeah.
Right. And let me take a little bit of this one, Stormy Sky. And the thing is that these colours are they're there for the whole, you know.
What number was that one? That's from number 4. Coming number 4, item number 50563.
So now, for example, I'm going with So I've got to do some smoky colour down here, right? Because I need this to change. It needs to look different. It's quite dark, this area, isn't it? Here we go. So I'm going to just look how I can just bring that in. A little bit of water, maybe, just to loosen this up a bit. But you can see how I'm changing up the colour. And I want a bit of shadow there, say.
Under the window ledge.
Under the window ledge. So I'm going to bring that in. See how the colour underneath changes the colour on top. So it's interesting how you can really get a nice, there you go. So I can bring that blue in now over the top. Let's come in this side here. There we go. So you're just going to, it moves so beautifully. It really does. I'm going to use a blue tint on the roof there. Maybe add a bit more. It's always best to let the layers dry before you go in with the next layer. But let's say here, for example, I want that darker because it's, you know, you're thinking architecture.
Yeah.
You'd have a little bit of a depth there. See how you can just add a little, these brushes, because they're damp all the time.
Yeah.
It just glides. You know, if you're using, it's nice, isn't it? If you want to put a bit of blue in the door here, you just move it around until you're happy with the position, right? And then when you're finished with this, I mean, there's a waste there, but you can see how you don't need much.
Spritz it, blot it.
There you go. There you go. So that's gone. Clean work. It's clean. And then your 4 colours that, you know, I mean, obviously I'm going to use more, but you can see how easily this works.
And it's nice to have that, as you say, it's like a selection box of colours, isn't it?
And once you've got the colours where you want them, then the next thing to do is just finishing tricks. I know that we've got the white.
We have indeed. They're available individually, but they're also available as a set. So if you want the medium and the fine, the item number is 31731. If you just want the fine, 31719, and the thick, 31063.
Brilliant. So I just want to show you, because this is really what changes the whole thing.
Yes.
Right. And I just want to make sure that my pen's working before I start. Yeah, that's lovely. So I'll start at the top. And what we're going to do, if you look at where I've gone, it's always the same place as if the light's coming from here. Yeah. So say, for example, before you do this, if you want to make the windows darker, you do that now.
Yes.
Do you see what I mean?
This is like the last.
This is the last thing you do. So once I put this on here, say on that window is going to be like that now. So if I want to do any depth to the windows, this is where you do it. See, your bunting as well. This is nice. And if you go over the edge of your black, then you just let it dry, and you go back in with your micron pen and redefine.
Just sit on top.
Just sits on top. So my eyesight isn't what it should be, but you can see how quickly you can.
Well, yeah, all of a sudden you can see those windows now look as if they're sort of shiny.
Yep.
Because you've now put some light to them.
Even though I haven't added any colour to the depth, to the background, but you see how it's changing the lights. Yeah. All of a sudden the lights are on in the house.
Yeah.
There you go.
No one's home, but
but like the thing about this is that you don't do this until you're absolutely finished with all your colouring.
And it's all dry.
And it's all dry. And then you go back in, and once that's how you end up with the lights like that. But that's it. And then once the ink is dry, like say here, I've gone over the edge on my bunting. Oh, I really have. Right, then all I need to do is go in and redefine. Look beautifully. See? You just go in and redefine the bunting, and there it is. I hope you can see that at home.
You're coming a little bit
a bit closer so you can see what a bodge I made of this.
Right, okay.
Okay. And then
you did that on purpose.
I did that on purpose. So this isn't dry yet, right? But once this is dry, it's not dry. See, it won't work.
Yeah.
Once this is dry, then I can go in. There we are. And it doesn't take long for it to dry, but until it's dry, you can't go back over it. Once it's dry, you can. There you go. And then your bunting's perfect as well. There we are. Done. So you can see how easy it is. We come in here now, how easy that is.
And really, when you think about it, it's the stamps.
Yep.
With the quality of the stamps, the masks, then the ink pads, just to reintroduce colour, and how quick it was to reintroduce colour. I mean, if you love colouring in, then use your pencils and.
Of course.
Yeah.
But what's really the best thing is to have that grungy background and then work towards that.
Because you're not working on white paper, which
and then
is harder.
Depending, like you could take any one of those.
Yeah.
Like this one is a different colour to this one. And all I need to do is check my colour palette.
Yeah.
So here I could take this particular colour, I'd swap that one out and I'd put in, for example, crackling campfire or the lumberjack. I'd go for a more reddy colour.
Yes.
You see?
Because you know it's not going to be
It's
the
not
red
going to be
on
purple.
the ink. It's going to be lighter, isn't it?
Yeah,
when
exactly.
You add the water.
Exactly. When you add the water, then you're going to go to a much lighter colour. Because you might think, well, lumberjack plaid's going to be really in your face. But when you add a little bit of water to it, it's the perfect shade.
I suppose when you look at the ink pads, you've got a lighter version of it there. I don't know whether that's intentional. Whether it would give you something similar, I don't know.
But we know they're water soluble. Yeah. That's how we do. So what you do is you pick your alcohol ink backdrop print, and then once you've got that, then you pick your colours, then you pick your companion papers, and then you start building your street. So what I'd really like to do is, before we finish today, and anything that I haven't done, I'm going to do tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, and you've got enough to do.
But what I'd like to do is just clear the decks, and I want to look at Mr. Painter.
Mr. Painter. Okay. I'm going to bring up some graphics.
I'll leave you to, if you don't mind.
There we go. That's all clear now.
Thank you.
So, Clarity Street A5 and A6 complete collection. The stamps, the masks, the toppers, and the tags. Item number 12196. Saving of £11, bringing it down to 54.46. If you want your A4 square groovy, 42522, then maybe you want to top up on your toppers and tags, 10.99, 31842. Mr. Painter, here we go. Item number 12186. You've got a £1.50 saving on this, bringing it down to £19.99, plus your club discount. Then we have him in groovy as well. Item number 42523, £9.99 plus club discount. And then let's have a look. We can also, if you love those backdrops that Barb's just been working with, then we've got the backdrops, the 7x7 and the toppers and tags. Item number 31812. You have a £3 saving, bringing it down to £23.98. Let's have a look at these calendars. So if you want to join Barb with the Clarity Calendar Craft Along Community, ooh, item number 31839 for your blank calendar. If you're into your groovy, then there's a groovy version, item number 31841. Then if you're looking to do some journaling, item number 31840. But if you can't decide and you want to go for the complete collection, then 31843, and you have a £5 saving, bringing that down to £39.97. And as a Diamond Club member, £33.97. So it's an additional £6 saving on that. If you want to go for 3 calendars, item number with the same saving, 31845. 3 of your parchment calendars, 31847. And 3 of your journals, 31846. And now we're going back to Mr. Painter. There we go. I'll find him in a minute. There he is.
Mr. You got Painter. Him.
I've got Painter. Him. I've caught him.
So when we were in Santa Fe,
yes,
Sam and I, we went down Canyon Road, which is a real, like, the arts, just beautiful.
Yeah.
And there was one gallery where they had, so they had this idea, right? And where do we find our ideas? I looked at this and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. But actually they were 3-dimensional, like papier-mâché and they were also decorators, right? But they didn't look like these, they looked different. But the idea was they were kind of they cost thousands, but they were kind of superimposed on huge canvases of Salvador Dali or Mondrian. So big masterpieces. And then you had these guys in jeans and, you know, grungy. It was very clever. And Sam and I looked at this and I thought, this is so cool. So when we got back to the house, I just disappeared for a couple of hours, and this is what I came up with. It was these little blokes, because I thought these are great. You know, we're always looking for men's cards, and but one of the things that I've changed a lot, right, is the masks. So I want to show you. This was the mask idea, and this is so. This is what I'm going to do.
The downloads,
right? I want to show you the one card that I really felt showed off perfectly how the mask works. Was one by D. D. Paramore, who's also been with me for
many
decades, right? And big shout out to the design team, because they really do make us look good.
Barb will go through. I mean, literally, there is so much artwork.
Tomorrow, that's when we're going to go. It's going to be a gallery show. But I just wanted to show you how this works. So this is kind of our spin on Mr. Painter. Right. Because seriously, in this gallery in Santa Fe, these were life-size, you know, amazing. Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it, Sam? So let's have a look at this, and I'll show you how I changed this. So I'm going to take a piece 7 by 7 like this, just to show you how you arrive at this kind of thing. The stamps, they come with, let me just show you, they come with masks. So you've got your 3 guys. Maybe we could just take a look at the printout so you can see this. So I drew these 3 fellas. Right, but they come with their masks. And then we've got ladders and splashes and nice work and trellises and all sorts, right? But what I wanted to show you was this bit.
Yeah, because I saw that and I thought, that looks a bit sort of a dodgy landscape.
No.
I thought it was buildings.
I'm going to show you how this works. If I take this, and if we could take a look, in a minute, we'll take a look at some of the artwork just to show you. That's what we'll finish on. But if I take this, and I'm going to pop this about, let's call it about bang in the middle, just cause, right? I think that'll be about right. And what I want to do is take one of these guys. I want to just check that I can fit him in before I carry on. So I'm going to take the brayer bloke, right, the roller, right, and he's going to sit right there like that. That's where I want to put him. See, he's going to sit like that. So now I'm going to do this bit here. So I want to cover this bit up. Right. So what I'll do is I'll just pop that on there like so. And now I want to cover this up though, because I don't want to spoil it, right? It's the artwork, isn't it? So let me just find, here it is. Just get some of this. And we'll just, so I could finish this, I could carry on doing more there, right? More colour. But for now, I just think I want to leave it where it is just for the minute. So I'm going to stop it there like that. Trying to think, I think I do. Right, so then I'm going to do that like so, and then just to cover this bit up, because obviously that's a part of the art, isn't it? So I just take a piece of copy paper, just bear with me a second. So I want to just want to mask this bit off so that I don't spoil this bit.
Because you'd get carried away, wouldn't you?
And
put colour where it shouldn't
But
be.
I just want to show you how this works. If I take this like so, there we are, like that. Good. Right, now we need enter the spot on sponges. So I've got my spot on sponges, and then colours. So we've got greens, we've got yellows, we've got these colours.
And these are the distress inks, aren't they?
These are just the straightforward distress inks. And then we're going to use our masks. Okay. So I'm going to start with a lighter colour. Maybe we could just pan out a little bit. I feel that we're so close that you can almost hardly see what I'm doing. Right, let's have a look. Now you can see better, can't you? So if I take the yellow, just bear with me a second. I'm just going to take the yellow and I'm going to start on the mask and I'm going to sweep up like so, right? Then I'm going to take the yellow again. Maybe I'll come in over here, just a bit of yellow there, like that. Maybe I'll come over here and I'll bring a bit of yellow in from the top too. Okay, that'll do. 3 spots.
Okay.
That'll do. Doesn't take long. So I've got a yellow mask.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy to be putting a bit more up here.
Okay.
So now I'll take my pink. Okay, go to the next colour. I've got a spot on sponge already on the go. So I'm going to use this one now. And now I'm going to sweep up here. And as I go over the other colour, I'm going to get a nice blend. Right. So then I'll come in here and maybe I'll just sweep through there. Remember, it's just painty, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're doing the background before we put the fella in place. So let's put a bit more pink up here. I could do, you know, this is just a really neat way to get colour in spot, and you could just sweep through like that. I'm glad
spot on sponge is a key for this because the type of material they're made from, they don't disintegrate, do they? Like often you can get sponges that when you're doing that, they start to crumble.
Exactly. Salty Ocean, these are great colours. Let's take Salty Ocean, go again. I've got I make a mushroom like this. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to sweep up there like so. See, when that hits the yellow, you get lovely greens. So I'm going to come up there again, got a nice green going. So let's see what else I've got up here. I want to put a little bit of blue up. It's a bit dark, that. So I'm going to just come in, sweep through.
Very wet, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a juicy Lucy. Right, so we go like that. So we're sweeping through. And then the 4th colour, I'm going to go with Twisted Citron. So the idea behind the mask was to create the idea that the illusion that the painter is putting lines or, you know, rolling the paint out. Yeah, exactly. So you can see how this works, can't you? So it's a cool, and this is the easiest, by far, the easiest way to show you how this works. So you can put as much depth into this as you like, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Right. And once you've got that, then what you can do is you take this away. Let's have a look. We'll just move the masking tape out of the way.
Yeah.
Right. And then we'll remove the mask. Let me just get my hands clean. Okay. And you'll see when I lift this away, just peel this away. I can use this again and again. Right.
Wow.
But you get this fantastic look. Let me take that away. And then you can pop your mask back on here because you've got the mask for the fellas as well. Right. So now let's just pop that back in. You can use that again and again. Right. So if I show you the artwork now, you get it.
Yeah.
Right. You can see exactly how we've arrived at this.
So he's painted halfway down the wall and then he stopped to admire his work.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Right. We can do this. Okay. But I just wanted to show you exactly how much of this there is. Now, I'm going to cut a piece of this off.
Okay.
Right. So that I'm just going to use an element of him.
Yes, you're not going to use the whole width of it.
But before I do that, let's just take the guy, let's just take him and let's stamp him exactly where I want him. Yeah, so I'm going to stamp him right there, like that. So I'm doing a different design.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my black. Yeah, can I put that underneath? Thanks, Paul. So I'm going to use this little fella with the roller. So we were saying, Dave and I, what we'd like to do is perhaps it would be cool to do, we could have wallpaper hangers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We could have, well, interestingly, so we got different names for all these guys.
Okay.
This guy's Mr. Painter.
Yep.
Right.
As it says on the tin, he's painting.
Wallpaper hanger.
Yeah.
He's called Sticks.
Sticks?
Yeah, because he sticks to everything. Right.
Right.
So then we could have Chip.
Yeah.
He'd be the Chippy, won't he?
Oh, the carpenter.
The carpenter.
Right. Okay.
There's a fantastic piece of groovy artwork if you could dig it out, which uses, it's absolutely brilliant, but it uses the wallpaper hanger idea.
Oh, I know. Yes, yeah.
Jill Ascombe.
Yeah,
there it is. Oh, what? When I saw that, I could not believe it. So there you go. So now he looks like he's painted.
He's painting.
Just indulge us with that piece of artwork from Jill
Bring
Ascombe.
that in. There.
Look
So
at that.
if I come in on that.
So this is using the groovy plate.
Look at that.
But look at that.
The roll
look.
Of wallpaper.
So there's the wallpaper hanger. Look. there's sticks.
He's holding the
ladder. The ladder.
He's not up against it.
No, he's just holding it. I know. Look at all the little rolls. It's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know. So now we've got this little guy. So I'm gonna fast forward now, right? Because I want to show you how this works. So I've taken the hat, and I've cut out the hat. Now, where did I find that? You know that piece of scrap that I just used? Where did I put it? Here.
There.
Right. You know when I did that?
Yeah.
And I said, oh, don't worry about going over the edge.
That's
why. That's where this is, because it's paper. So then you stamp the little guy into this area here. I don't want to lose his hat. Right. So I'll show you. If you just stamp this into this area. Got it?
Yeah.
And then that's what makes up. So I can decide now, do I want...
so you want green trousers, blue top? Yeah.
Yeah, like that. There you go. So then I'll stamp that up like so. This guy's the other way round. See? So now I cut this bit out like so.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And then the hat, obviously that's going to be from another area.
Yeah.
You use perga glue to do this. I've cut a strip. So I just took this, cut it in half.
Yeah.
Like that.
To make it was about 3 inches wide, it looks about.
So that's stuck on there like that. I'm just gonna, I don't have to do it. I think it's pretty obvious. I don't want to lose his hat though. So then that sits over the top. So where there you go.
And I'm right in thinking the way in which you designed Mr. Painter was so that it was easy, because you'd already had it in your head what you wanted to do with him.
Yes. And so in order to be able to cut him out, I made it really easy to cut out. He's dead easy to do. And you can see here as well, we've got the trellis, we've got the line. On the stamps, there is a board or a table,
like
trellis
a
table. Yeah, trestle table. See? So where we're looking at Dee's piece of artwork here, she used that as the table. Yeah. And then she's got the trestles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see where the artwork, and then you've got the tins of paint, right? So what I've done is I've used that as a divider across there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my width.
Or you could be on a bit of scaffolding up
exactly.
On there.
Yeah. So just to show you the different ideas. So, and then the sticker comes from the pinky grey stickers.
Nice. Yeah.
So these are really cool. So you could use a black one or a white one. I think it really brings out the writing. These stickers are the best.
There's so many. I mean, you've got the pinky grey ones. You've got the birthday and Christmas ones.
There you go. It's your birthday today.
And the item number for that is 31639.
There you are. So I had another little epiphany the other day when I was doing the prep for this.
Yeah.
Right. You know when we use double-sided tape?
Yes.
Where did I put that? Just bear with me a second.
Was it not with this collection?
It might be. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's check this out as well. I might have to show you that tomorrow. But you know when we put an edge around the ledge?
Yes.
You know, on double-sided adhesive, you get that orange paper.
Yes.
This is fantastic for this.
Of course, because it's not going to stick, is it?
It really is brilliant. So I'll show you that tomorrow if I remember. But these are the stickers that I've used here.
No,
so this is rather nice,
doesn't it?
Yeah. And then when you actually stick these on, you see, they work really great. So I'm just going to leave that like so for now, and I'm just going to pop that on there so that I don't lose these bits, right?
Outfit.
But what I'd really like to do, sorry, it's a little bit fuzzy. I'm just aware of the time, and I know it's Sunday, and I know you want to have your tea. But what I'd really like to do is just show you a couple of little tricks.
Yeah.
No,
is that what
that's
you get?
one.
All right. Okay. I
And
thought
then
you said tomorrow.
no, we'll do this tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
But I just want to show you, like, if you do this, right? Let me show you. So you got these little guys, right? And these are all the scraps that I've cut out, right? But you'll see, this is what we're going to do tomorrow. But I want to just show you these little bits. So you've got these options, right? So you cut them out. It's going back to what you were saying, Paul, about making them easy to cut out.
Yeah.
These are cut out of copy paper.
It's like the paper dolls, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. So I've got these little guys. I've got their hats. See, each of them got blue hat, blue outfit, yellow outfit. Then I've got the 3 blokes as well, like so, right? Then I've got some real splodgy outfits as well. Right, so now, when you've got that, let me just show you something. We're going to do different ones tomorrow, but I just want to show you the basics of this. If you take a scrap, or I say a scrap, this is a mop-up.
So this is using our quote postcards.
Another revolutionary thing, wasn't it? These are lovely.
The wood block.
So this is just and you can see I've stamped him on here.
Yeah.
Right? And you can't see him very well because,
This way you were talking about sort of the background, like with the houses, if you were stamping houses on a busy background.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the minute you
dress him.
Look, and you could have him there like so, right? Don't he look cool?
Yeah.
Right, so you've got this guy. We'll do this tomorrow. So there's hours and hours of play. Then, for example, you've got the guy with the roller.
Yeah.
So you could put him on top. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can put him wherever you like. He could be painting the word.
Yes.
It's obvious what, it's not Happy Near Boo, is it? Right?
Lou.
But you see, so now I can pop him like so, and I'm just dressing him, and he immediately becomes opaque. So he stands out now.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I'm going to show you. So then you got he's the foreman. Look, he's just watching. This one.
There's always one.
There's always one. He's just watching. There you go. So we can pop him. And again, you could put him in front of the chair, you see, in front of the other guy's, what he's standing on.
Yeah.
But because you've cut him out, it's very decoupage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then his hat's on there like so. But you can see what I'm getting at. There's hours of fun here. Right? Hours of fun. And that's just using one little postcard with 3 little fellas. How about that?
That's good. I can't wait for the next lot of characters to make an appearance.
And I've got so many of these.
And these backgrounds you created just when you was clearing up.
Just mop-ups. You see? And then you take these. Can't see him very well till you give him an outfit. And then you make outfits that pull out the colour that you want. And straight away he's back in the building, So I just wanted to explain, this is what we're going to look at tomorrow in more depth.
Okay.
But I think they're so enjoyable.
Yeah.
And what I'd really love to do with these, if you don't mind, I'm going to hang on to these till tomorrow. I'd really like to look at some of the artwork.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Of course we can.
So why don't you do a quick recap?
Yeah.
And then I'll clear this away and then we can have 5 minutes of looking at artwork.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Perfect. Okay. So, Mr. Painter. Item number 12186, brand new today, special price of £19.99. If you are a Diamond Club member, that brings it down even further to £16.99.
Brilliant.
If you like the Groovy, then we also have Mr. Groovy. It's an A5 square Groovy plate, item number 42523. Then let's have a recap on where we started the hour, or 2 hours ago, with Clarity Street. 32 years of Clarity, and what a way to kickstart the 32nd celebrations with this brand new collection. Item number 12196, £11 saving, which is the equivalent of getting the toppers and tags for free.
Oh.
And then, right, just pulling up a chair. Oh, there we go. So let's just change the details on the screen like so. There we go. So where do you want to start? What artwork?
I think we'll have a look at the painter first.
Okay.
Because I'd love to just carry on where I just left off.
I'm going to give this to you, and you can, because there's so much, and then
we'll have a look. We'll have a look at this in closer detail tomorrow. But you can see here, Andy Duggan nailed it. He's done the opposite, and he's just put a brick stencil in there. Really amazing. Julie Dunn, you can see what she's done. Julie Dunn's done it again.
Yeah.
Dee Paramore, see, so cool. She's used paint.
And that's actual paint.
That's actual paint, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's coloured him in, right? These are all coloured in, so took full advantage of the masks here.
Yeah.
Because of course they come with the masks.
There as well. Yeah.
You can see here, not only do you get this mask, but you also get the guys.
Yeah.
So this is Jane Telford's, really cool. Yeah, love it.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a cool one as well. Jane Telford again. So she's used both sides of that clever mask.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Stood him on there. This is all in one piece. Isn't that clever?
That's our essential sentiment stamp sets that we launched earlier in the month.
Hey, yeah. Nice, eh? So Debbie McMullen, love what she's done. She's used that stencil.
Oh, the stripe stencil.
Yeah, doesn't that look cool? Love it. Debbie McMullen again. Love what she's done. Nice work.
Yeah.
Look, with
the plank.
Yeah, really excellent. Debbie McMullen yet again. So I love what she's done. Chin up, really grungy.
Yeah.
Nice. So this is something that I also thought was a great idea. This ties back to what I saw when I was in Santa Fe, taking something like iconic, like Mondrian or Salvador Dali, or a brilliant masterpiece, or the Eiffel Tower, and then he's painting it. Yeah. You know, this was exactly what I saw in my mind's eye.
Wow.
Love this. Sheila Metzeler, gorgeous.
Oh, that's lovely. That's the pre-printed toppers, isn't
it?
Yeah.
Another one by Sheila Metzeler. Love this because that's the thing. He sits on the ladder
as well.
Yeah. So that's a Sheila Metzeler again.
I'm guessing she's used tape, like low-tack tape, to create the individual stripes.
Oh yeah, she must have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So it's not so grungy.
Yeah.
And then that's a great one. Who's done that? Linda Spencer. So she's used these little cutouts over the top.
Nice.
Isn't that clever?
Yeah.
I love this one as well. Sheila Metzeler again. She went to town on this. So she's gone that way with the painting. He's doing the white. He's doing the blue.
Yeah.
Good job.
I can just see him. You need like a little mechanism for him to go up and down the ladder.
They're so good, aren't they? And then we got one there, just straightforward,
nice.
Really nice.
Like that.
He's cut out that
so
white.
So the white is cut out. Yeah.
They're so good, aren't they? Debbie McMullen, look, all three of them. So you can see just how much fun these are.
Yeah.
Sheila Metzeler. We'll take a look at the rest of them tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Super.
Thank you so much, everybody, for getting it.
Yeah.
You know, getting it. And thanks to Jazz as well, of course, for helping me. So then I'd like to look at some of the Clarity Street artwork, and then we'll finish on that note, because it's been 2 hours, and I think that's more than enough time. So we'll have a look at a few now.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and then on Tuesday we'll have a look at the groovy in more detail as well with the lovely Louise.
That's great.
Yeah, because she's got a lovely little demo prepped.
Exactly.
So. And
then all the samples and the demos that I prepped for today that didn't get to, we'll take another look at them tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's lovely to revisit as well. I mean, even if you don't get to it tomorrow, sort of further down the road.
Exactly.
So
this is a love. Oh, look, she's used Linda Spencer. So it's lovely. She's used, see the Eiffel Tower in the background, and the bunting, look, Très Français.
No, and the little, that's from the London, New York, and Paris sketchy stamp set,
love
isn't
that
it?
Little triangle.
That's
it's very
lovely.
French, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love
the mini clouds.
The mini clouds. Doesn't that look great?
Beautiful.
This is a Jane Telford, gorgeous, taking full advantage of the masks.
Yeah.
But you can see exactly you see why you need both. You've got the birds, you've got the cats, you've got the dogs, you've got the plants. It's all there.
Yeah.
You know, love that idea with the bunting from the chimneys.
Yeah.
And this one here, this is a Tina Morris. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that.
Wow.
So she's run it right across the card and round the back. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Beautifully coloured in.
That is stunning.
Isn't that a masterpiece?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, Tina. This is another gorgeous one by, I think this is Sonia Goodliff without looking. Yeah. See, she's Gone Christmas. Isn't that lovely?
Of course, yeah, because it's a house for any time of the year, isn't it?
But what a perfect idea, you know, for Christmas. And then what I love is this. So this is Sheila Metzeler. She's just taken the little tiny elements.
Oh, and that's from the original Toppers and Tags, the
lovely?
landscape, and one of our rub-ons.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love this one as well. This is Linda Spencer. So she's used, it's all in one layer, you know. It looks like it's
mad, isn't it?
Dimensional, but actually it's all in one layer. You can see here, Grandad, love that. This is a Dee Paramore, love this as well. So she's used one of Sam Crow's papers.
All cut
and all cut out and stuck on.
And with some perga glitter as well.
So she had to stick it out. This is exactly what I was doing with Mr. Painter.
Yeah.
You have to. But the thing about these is they're so easy to cut out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely. And holding that thought, you see, another one by Dee, she's used the houses to great effect, and then she's decoupaged them all on different designer papers.
Wow.
Doesn't that look fabulous?
Yeah, that is so funky.
I'd love to live in that world.
Yeah, well, you get a headache after a while, but yeah, sunglasses. Oh, this is clever.
Tina Morris, very clever. Halloween, love it, love it.
It's
all
more
in
like
one
a
layer.
Castle now, isn't it?
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
And here we have Sheila Metzeler. She's taken it just as it comes, stamped it all out, coloured it in beautifully. Gorgeous. There we are. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's definitely a designer paper there. I think that might be one of the original favourites.
So what I'd really like to do is say that'll do for today.
Yeah.
Right. I think we've seen plenty, done plenty.
Grace said this was you and Grace in Paris.
It was.
Walking in between the houses.
It really was. It was. We had a great time going up to the Champs-Élysées.
Ooh la la.
So, yeah. Yes, it does look like us two in Paris, doesn't it, Grace?
Yeah.
So thank you very much for joining us.
Absolutely. To kickstart our 32nd birthday celebrations. And as Barb said at the beginning, it is going to be spread out throughout the whole of September. We're not bringing you new every single day, so don't sort of worry about that. But there's so much loveliness coming up, from whether it be stamps to groovy. There's so much, there really is.
And what we've shown you today, you know, the triangle people, the clarity people, we didn't even get to them.
No.
The triangle people, the clarity people, the Clarity Street postcards, stamps, all the masks, and then of course Mr. Painter. They all work really nicely. They play nicely
because
together.
They've been drawn by the same person. So
I guess
it's got that same style, isn't it?
Yeah.
And don't forget, double points on all orders up until midnight on Monday. One person will be chosen at random after this particular event for the golden ticket.
Yes.
And that when you get your houses, that challenge over on Clarity Worldwide and Groovy Worldwide as well. And then at the end of our birthday event, we'll put all the names in a hat because it isn't a competition. And we'll choose someone to win a £20 Clarity gift voucher.
And don't forget the Clarity Calendar community.
Yes, as well.
Because we will be kicking that off here.
Craft Along community.
The Craft Along community. Get my teeth in. And and then we'll be, I think that's going to be a real, for me, that'll be a real mixed media journey. And I hope that you join me on that bus trip.
Yeah, and we'll stencil, we'll pencil even something in with Louise as well going forward. When we've worked out what we're going to do.
Yeah. So make sure that you stock up on those, because I think we'll be getting busy.
I think so, especially that offer where you get all three of the same if you wanted to. So one for best, one for test, and one for a gift.
And finally, I think what I'd like to say is, apart from a big thank you to the design team and Paul and my family and Dave and everybody involved here at Clarity, I'd also like to thank you for always supporting us, for always being there, for looking after us so well and continuing to carry on, you know, to look after us and keep supporting us, because without you, then we certainly wouldn't be here 32 years in.
No, exactly.
So thanks very much. And I shall see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the Shack.
Yes, you will. The Shack is back.
The Shack is back. and we're going to start doodling something really cool that I did allude to. It's the Hopi tribe. You'll love it.
And thank you as always to lovely Grace, all the way over in New York. So even though she's not in the building, she's still part of Clarity, and
always
the Clarity family.
So thanks very much. Lots of love. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Take care.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye.